What's tea?
I don't know, friend.
Well, we gonna talk about it. I'm Max.
And I'm Alicia.
And this is the I Don't Know Friend podcast. And we back with another video. So y'all, our apologies for last week. We had some technical difficulties. Well, not really. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And that messed it up. And then it was like 11 minutes of Alicia talking to herself. So we like, you know what? We're not even going to put this out.
It was 50 minutes of Alicia talking to herself.
I thought you were saying 11 minutes.
You were only in it for 11 minutes. I was talking to myself for 50 minutes. So that's why I was. If it was just 11, I would have just.
Saying, if it's only 11 minutes,
edited.
But I was just like, okay.
No, girl.
Okay, I was misunderstanding because I thought it was only. Because I was like, wait, are you talking to yourself for 11 minutes? And I thought, okay.
No.
But yeah, long story short, we're back today. And we're going to start it off like we always do. And we trying something new. See, last week we explained all of this, but y'all didn't see it. We're doing video now, so you can put a voice to the face. And yeah, we're going to get it.
Face to the voice.
Face to the voice. It sounded like I was saying that wrong. So we're going to start off with some hot topics. I got my Palm Pilot in my hand. We're going to go over these. So we're going to start it off with Brian McKnight. So it came out that him and his kids are not getting along, and he's been like on his social media basically only claiming his kids that he has with his new wife and their
his stepkid
and his new baby. So she has two kids and then they have one together. So he did come out with the video saying that he's never been a deadbeat. What I found interesting, he was always saying, I never miss a child support payment. That don't mean nothing. But he was saying, you know, he's never been a deadbeat, this and that and that. So I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I like to know both sides. I'm not gonna lie. I understand what his sons maybe why they're estranged. So basically, he's been taking care of his sons for a long time. He said, you know, they're grown. Every parent has a right to, if you no longer want to financially support your child at a certain age, do you know you have that right? However, my parents are not like that, but you know, some people are, especially if you're just not doing anything and not taking advantage of it, not working, and they are grown men, like 28, 30, or they're grown men. So some things, you know, were going on with that. His wife basically was trying to get them jobs, you know, at the hospital. He was saying how they didn't want to stop smoking for the job, you know, just different things. So I can understand, okay, you not being financially there for them as you were before. And he also stated they broke into his home as well and like messed up some pictures, things like that. I can understand. It's only so much that a parent can take from a child. I understand. However, the not claiming them kind of sort of is what he's doing. That's kind of weird. The not claiming, I can see you not being there for that kid anymore like that way, but I still love you, you're still my child. He's kind of like disowning them to me. Now the daughter, I feel like is a different situation. So I can get it with the son. Still don't get the disowning, but I can get why he's not taking care of them. Now with the daughter, it's a whole different situation. So she's suing him because he spreaded a vicious lie saying she
did sue him. This was back in 2018.
Well, yeah, she sued him already. That's what you just said?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because it was Brian McKnight has been having this issue with his kids since like 2018
for years. No, like, because I remember talking about this.
I remember it surfacing, but I overlooked it.
Yeah,
like a couple years.
It's like comes and goes. It's one of those ones that like keeps kind of recycling.
So when I seen it this time, I was like, I feel like I've seen something like this before, but it was a little more detailed this time. I'm like, oh. But she's basically suing. She already sued him for stating that she had a relationship with a family member, a cousin, a family member. For her to sue is given that didn't happen. And he also I didn't know. But also he said he heard. So he wasn't even sure either. So I feel like that.
So that you know they already weren't.
Yeah,
close.
I feel like that was
they weren't. Yeah.
Mind you, he has posts saying like to his stepkids, I'm a girl dad because of you. Mind you, he has his own biological daughter. Now the relationship with him and his daughter, I don't get why he's doing her like that. Mind you, the two boys are from one parent. The girl is from another. He had the girl on the boy's mom. So he cheated, had the baby, and was married to his son's mom. Nothing, of course, take care of all your kids. I'm not saying nothing like that. However, that can paint the picture. So, yeah, how you feel about that?
I don't know, friend. Honestly, I'm no stranger to daddy beef, so naturally I'm going to be on the kid's side in certain situations. Obviously, the daughter situation is definitely deeper than what just the whole suing thing, because he clearly wasn't close enough with her to know that wasn't true. So he said it and like in an interview and all this extra stuff. So it's clearly like more deep-seated than that. And my personal feeling is that as a parent, even though we're grown, you're still the parent. If you want to have a relationship with your child, you need to initiate that. And I don't think it should be the opposite. So
I can't expect, and that's what any age, to be honest, I can't expect my child to feel a certain type of way about something that my child did, and then think that a 7-year-old is supposed to come to me because he wants to talk. Right. Like, I don't get it.
Even, I'm saying, like,
yeah, that's what I said. Any age, there's like, I feel like the parent should be responsible. Now, after that, if you've done all you can do, that's a whole different situation. Because we do have kids that will not let go. They don't care how much you apologize and this and that and that. So we do have, different situations. However, I do feel like the parents should always reach out. You're the adult. At the end of the day,
to me, it seems like he's being petty.
He's being petty with the
because he's literally, and that's what leads me to believe that he's part of the problem. Because these he literally talking to his stepdaughter, talking about, oh, you're the best daughter I can ever have. You're the reason I know what it's like to be the father of a daughter. Like, he literally was just like laying it on so thick. And I was just like,
and to be honest,
so you really just throwing shade at old girl
with my daddy and doing all that, to be honest. But that's just me. But everybody's not tough, thick skin, they want to know why. They want closure. So I'm going to pray for his daughter, not his son, get together.
Whatever they got weird, but it's also, I feel like it's a little bit deeper than what he's leading on. I still think he definitely has stuff to do with their situation being the way it is as well. Not to say they're blameless. I feel like but it's definitely more equally yoked than he would like us to believe it is. That's just my opinion on it, though.
So, we gon' wish that chaos is a mess. I mean, the best. Because it is a mess. So, moving on, we're going to talk about Ed Sheeran. And I got a couple of things to say about this. So, Ed Sheeran found, so Ed Sheeran was sued for basically sampling Marvin Gaye, allegedly sampling Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye to his song, what was the song name? The 17, Thinking Out Loud. Okay,
Thinking Out Loud.
So, he got sued for that. He had to go to court, and he won. He won. I was surprised too, and that's why I got a lot to say about it.
Only reason I was surprised is because I feel like they're sonically they're more similar than Blurred Lines, and Blurred Lines won. I mean, Blurred Lines lost. They had to pay money for that one. So
Blurred Lines was for what song did it sample?
It was another Marvin Gaye song. I don't know.
I do feel that is Let's Get It On beat.
It's the same chord progression, and that's really why I think the lawyers did a good job of proving that that's just how pop music is. You can literally go on YouTube and type in like all pop songs are the same, and they will play it's like compilations of just song after song after song having the exact same like 4 main notes, and they just blend into each other because they're all very similar. And like especially guitar parts, their chord progressions are just like doon 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 doon. Like it will be like do re mi, like it's just all the same. And so that in itself is not what's copyrighted. It's his melodies on top of it is what was copyrighted, and that wasn't the same. So that's essentially why he won.
That's a good point. However, I just feel like they were some good lawyers. He had some good people with him to go deep down for him to win that case. Because if you're just listening to it, you would think like, oh, this is Let's Get It On. Like it literally is the same cadence.
You wouldn't think about it.
Y'all know what I want to say.
When you heard it, like thinking out loud, it never triggered it, but hearing it back to back, I was like, oh yeah.
Hearing it,
that's why I was the
first time hearing it, I didn't automatically think it, but then when they said it, I'm like, oh, okay, that is kind of
right. And that's what I said. The lawyers did a good job explaining, like they really must have broke it down to have layman's terms, understanding what was copyrighted and what was not. And I also found it interesting that it wasn't actually Marvin Gaye's estate that was doing it. It was the co-writer's estate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyway. It wasn't Marvin Gaye's people. His co-writer.
And it kind of, because you know what I want to say. Y'all know what I want to say why he won. But.
Because he's white. Robin Thicke.
T.I. and Pharrell was on that.
T.I. wasn't on there, was he?
Yeah. Just like,
I didn't know he was like included in the suit. I know he rapped on it, but I didn't know he was included in the suit and like, because he wasn't.
Well, maybe
production wise, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact it was Pharrell and Robin Thicke.
Was hot.
Yeah, because he was the producer, but I'm positive and I know Robin Thicke was too. I'm gonna look it up. I don't know if
I don't know, but basically Ed Sheeran won. He missed his grandmother's funeral for that. Right. That was...
His lawyers could have got a recess for that. He would have had to fly back to England though.
If it would have caused me to look, I don't know. I don't think that
$100 million is what they were suing for. $100 million is what they were suing for. So would you? And I'm sure it was back in England. The court was in New York, so they would have taken at least a day or two to fly.
Ed Sheeran can lose $100 million.
$100 million? How much money you think he got? Not no 100.
I'm pretty sure he got a cute penny. Come on now.
Not $100 million. Yeah. And that's to spare, not like that's all he's got. That was like that's how much money he's
that's
giving.
Your grandma.
And that's just what they were suing for. I'm not arguing with that. I'm saying the lawyer could have got a couple days off for it. Extenuating circumstances.
That's what I'm saying. And actually, Google ain't always right, but it's saying 200 million. So maybe he couldn't afford to lose that.
That's what I'm saying. That's net worth. And net worth is net. That's not what you bring home. Yeah, I think it was just Pharrell and Robin Thicke. The article is saying it's just the two.
All I know is somebody in Beyonce family passing away. Oh, that court is gonna be on a recess. You hear me?
I mean, she's got the money with the lawyers to get but again, she would only be going, Texas. It wouldn't be she could technically be there for the funeral and back in New York the next day.
Yeah, that's sad that he had to miss his
England
grandma funeral for that shit. But hey,
R.I.P.
right, and hey, congrats to you, Ed. I like your music, so not too
right.
That's all I'm saying on that.
I think it's interesting, like I said, that it was the co-writer's estate, which
Right,
they don't
yeah.
got Marvin Gaye type
Ed
hits,
kind
so
of
they
gives
that
me
shit.
like he could come to the cookout, so it's just like I
He
feel
would.
like he
He has a
handled
song
it
with Beyonce.
properly from the get-go, and just I'm pretty sure that's why he got lawyers like this and made sure that certain things were different because he didn't want to go through this. I'm pretty sure.
This lawsuit started.
Yeah, I remember.
They filed the lawsuit in 2018. Look how long it's
2023.
Oh damn, you're right.
How these years be flying past.
Even worse. Whoo, child. No, for real. Yeah, I know people are mad that he.
Yeah, no, I wasn't mad at all.
And I feel that, but
I do have a different insight since you did point out the different things on the song. If I didn't know that, it's like, now how did he really win? Because that's how I was looking, like, how did he really win?
Right.
So, but yeah,
it will be like copywriting, like
right,
a mirror, like not a specific thing, just the fact that it's a mirror. You can't do that. So,
well, you know, Ed Sheeran, he's smart with his ish, and we gonna move it right along.
I still don't think he's gonna make music for a while. I still think he's gonna be tight. He seemed a little petty. I think he's still gonna be tight. He's not really fun.
But Ed be he be making some good music.
He do.
So
listen, he had an Afrobeat song and everything.
And girl, you know he got a song with DaBaby. I love the song. I love
No, for real.
Too.
And Pat, he really be out here. Listen, he's genuinely a rap fan. His favorite rapper is Big Pun. Big Pun? Big Pun. I know 2 Big Pun songs.
The Breakfast Club love him. They get him drunk every time he come there. Everybody love Ed. So
listen,
shout outs to Ed.
He's a cool dude. I've seen him in concert twice.
Well, I would enjoy it, but I wouldn't know all the songs. But I do enjoy his music.
It was cool.
So moving right along. This is really quick. I just wanted to bring this up. So Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson reportedly named their son after 10 months. And his name is Tatum Robert. Robert is her dad's name. I have nothing to say about the name. My thing is, you waited 10 months to name this baby. It's doing too much for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What world are we living in where we are waiting to it? Trust me, names are not that complicated. I can understand if you know, that's what when you're pregnant, that's when you go through those things and change the name, not change it, not change it. And then, you know, when the baby is born, you change it again. That's normal. What is not normal to me is waiting 10 months. So I'm assuming they was just naming the baby, calling the baby or cute little nicknames. But I just feel like this family like kind of irks me on a different type of level. I love the Kris Jenners of the world because we know Kris gonna make a bag, but her kids are just not all the way there, because it's just like Kylie also did the same thing. However, she did what was worse. I feel like she named her baby one name and then later on down the line decided to change his name to something else. So not a baby. What you think about it? I know you don't care.
I don't care.
I just felt like I just needed to
I think
say
it's
that.
dumb.
They be doing too much. Like, that was too much.
It was definitely too much. It was definitely dumb. I don't care. I didn't care. They need to do a whole press tour about it. Who gives a damn? Anyway,
it just irked me next topic. Bad. But next topic. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I don't know what I want to call him. I want to give him a nickname, but Neo is back in these single streets, and he is the pappy. So Neo asked court to establish a maternity for his 2 sons he's had since being divorced. Not even since they've been divorced. He had them before they was divorced. He has had 2 kids in a short time span of him claiming he still wants his wife. I don't know how that happened. So basically, yeah, he's trying to take them to paternity court. Not even paternity court, but he's trying to establish that he's really the dad. And the baby mom is not going for that. She already posted and said, that's not what's tea. But if everybody keep trying to tell my story, I'm gonna give the most epic story time you have ever had. And she posted the DNA results, and Neo is that pappy. Okay. What you think? What you got to say about that, friend?
I couldn't imagine fucking Neo.
I couldn't either.
I don't think there's enough liquor in the world. And I'm not a drinker, so I don't even think it would take much, but that's all I'm saying on that.
And I don't really got too much else to say. The proof is in the pudding, try. You the pappy. You did that. And you're gonna have
the proof is in the paper, baby.
May have another one. Or maybe he thought cheating wasn't gonna come with babies. Whatever.
Yeah. I'm assuming he did it to establish paternity, because later in the thing it said he wanted to get joint custody and joint legal, physical and joint legal custody. So he probably needed to just get the test so that the judge.
But I don't know why niggas be doing that. Why you trying to get full custody of my baby? Why?
Oh, he said joint.
Oh, okay.
But if they get 50-50 custody, they don't have to pay child support. Yeah. 50-50, you don't pay nothing. So that means you have them 1 week. You have them 1 week. They got him the next. They go back and forth. And when he's with you, you pay this doctor's appointment. And when he's with you on a doctor's appointment, you pay that one.
It's fine.
Honestly, that's fine. Y'all want to get out of child support so damn bad.
You're right. That is totally fine. You want your kid, then I ain't even gonna say nothing else. That's fine. You deal with what you gotta do. Ain't no splitting shit. You deal with what you gotta do, since we gonna do that, and I'm gonna take care of what I got over here. That's that. Moving right along, child. So, we're gonna get into some other hot topics. We have Monique and Derek. Yeah, I'm gonna just start with them. Okay, so we have Monique and Derek from Love After Lockup. So if you don't know, Derek did recently propose on the show. Monique, of course, said yes. The other day, so it looks like he was going out. He was asked to go out with some of his friends, and Monique just didn't want to go. So he ended up going out, and Derek being Derek, he gonna go out with some girls and be seen with some girls. So we gonna play the video, but before we play it, this is what Monique was saying first. She was like, real clown shit. He's so embarrassing. I literally just left Cleveland this morning and he just couldn't wait. What a joke. I'll never let a little nigga ever play with me again. Live life true. What? So why you... Right.
He's like 5'6".
She said live life true, so why you not living in your truth? Then she said, I've been letting the motherfucker play with me.
What does that mean?
You know I ain't scared to say it, honey. He just came out of prison. I've been letting the motherfucker play with me for too long. Y'all think I'm not finna get my lip back? I always take the high road. Motherfucking chest finna start hurting for real. Let me stop saying these harsh cuss words on here. But yeah, so now we're gonna play the video. Basically what Derek got to say about explaining himself.
They showed out last night. They called me last minute. They say, Derek, man, pop out, man. The city want to see you. The city want to see you. So that's what I do. Last minute, pop out. Money, you want to come? Chill, man. Chill. You want to come out? You want to come out, have a good time? The city want to see you. See me and you. No, she don't want to. She ain't want to come out. Like, they all be mad at me when I pop out and have a good time. Please don't do that. I ain't nobody player. Listen, I'm around. I'm in the section. I'm in the VIP section. It's celebrities in there. I'm not the only person in there. It's females in there taking pictures and everything. We having all a good time. Passing bottles out, drinking, just kicking it. They Cleveland, they showed out last night.
Okay, well,
because everybody was gonna be out.
Oh,
Monique, you wanna come
out?
out?
Want to do the second part?
Man, for all those men out there who in a relationship, man, be faithful, stay loyal. And for all those women out there, listen, just because another female like your significant other don't mean your significant other gotta like them. I was out taking pictures, having a good time. It was no bullshit, no problems or nothing, nothing messy or nothing. I'm in the club, a female photo bomb or in the frame. That don't mean that's my girl or none of that. None of that. Really having a good time, had a ball. Man, for all those men out there.
So that was the video on Derek explaining himself, sounding crazy. I feel like maybe we would be able to believe that was just the case if Derek didn't cheat on Monique already 50,000 times.
Right.
And I also feel like Derek is still trying to make up for time, you know? He's still trying to make up for time.
Exactly. That's why
Monique.
Exactly. I would never hop into a serious
to.
relationship when they're fresh out. That don't make no sense. Especially not for no long time.
That's
Come
what
on
I'm
now.
to it. It's too much,
sense.
Monique. You doing all that talking, and I feel like you're gonna go back, which is that
and
Monique,
is
no judgment zone over here, honey. But just don't complain when things like this happen. That'd be my thing. Most people be thinking like we judging or people are judging them. Don't come to us with it. That shit is annoying. We ain't asking you to come with this bullshit. We ain't asking you to tell us y'all life story, y'all relationship problem. Keep it off the internet. Tell it to your friends like I do. That'll make you feel better anyway. But yeah, so that's the status of their little relationship right now, child. Derek was saying, men, be faithful, be loyal. He was saying a whole bunch of things that he is not. So I ain't understand that. But okay. You got anything else to add on to that? Okay, so we're gonna move it right along. We got time for 2 more. Okay, well, main story. I'm gonna just go ahead and do. Well, which one would you like to do? DaBaby or Chris Brown?
We can do them both. Just
okay. So oh dang, we only got time for. Okay, dang. Okay, so this one, DaBaby, he was on the barbershop show, the shop show, LeBron show. Basically saying that they were asking him, you know, does he regret what happened? Basically, you know, with the comments of the whole LGBT community at the Rolling Loud, even though that's not what he meant, but the topic around that little whole situation, the Rolling Loud thing, which is not why that was the start of it, but he was still getting booked after that. It was really what happened with Danny Lei, in my opinion, what turned people completely off from him. But, you know, he was on the shop and he spoke about it. So we're going to watch a little video on what he had to say. In like 5 seconds.
But no, so my question is, and then I noticed you did you chilled and faded away.
Had to, bro.
If you could go back now, would you do the beginning of it? Would you deal with it differently?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's something I came like out my own mouth and said. You know what I mean? Like as of late, not even as of late. Like, you know, like I would have maybe handled it the way here. I would apologize, but hey, I didn't mean to apologize. Like I'm this type of person. Like I'm gonna fight to the tooth and nail. Like if I, you know what I mean, about like my character and me and my intentions. That's something I'll never let. Like I'm not gonna let you, you know what I mean, make me. I'm not a bad person at all. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, like my character. That's something I can't. Like I'm unfaltering on that. Like like I say, like you almost got to make it your business to not let that shit, get to you. Because once it gets to you, it's almost like it's a nonstop game of figuring this shit out. That's what we have to do anyways, to market ourselves, to make ourselves worth something. And, if you look back on, like, I was the most, and I hope this shit don't sound like I'm tooting my own horn. At the time, I'm looking at it like this, but I was like the most marketable artist in the world. Like, when that shit happened, bro, I had my own meal with Burger King. Like a lot of the things like I see, like my peers like doing now, which I love to see it. Like, I love to see this shit. Like, these are like things that like I was blessed and fortunate enough to be able to like accomplish like my first year as a mainstream. Like I had a meal at Burger King and I shot the commercial. I still got the behind the scenes. Like I had so much going on, bro. Like you have no idea. Like I had so much going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's, at the end of the day, like if you become wrapped up in the negative shit, we're so conditioned to rolling with the punches with social media or whatever it is, whatever room we come into. Okay, we know we got to adapt. Whatever space that we're in, we know we got to adapt. Whatever business it is, whatever game we're playing, we got to adapt. And that's who's going to excel. Like, that's just how the world is.
The people don't adapt, though, and that's the problem.
No, they don't.
I was having a...
So my question is...
Explaining what was going on. I'm going to just say a little quick thought, and then I'll let you speak, friend. I feel like he's having a taste of the humble pie right now, which happens in life. You make mistakes and then it's like you pay for those mistakes. Do I feel like he should pay for it forever? No. I do feel like maybe not more so, because he did kind of clear up the LGBT thing. At least he attempted to or tried to. I still feel like that was not what got him fully, like, nobody fucking with him. It was really the Danny Lei thing. And I feel like if he would have came out after that and more so expressed himself, apologized, regardless of how he felt, I feel like it would have progressed a little better. But I do agree with him. DaBaby was literally the hottest rapper, but like he was literally on everything, every radio station, and it's like things happen, and it's just like, damn, how you feel about it, friend?
No, I agree, because I feel the same way, honestly. That Danny Lei thing was tough. I literally remember us
we was
watching
on live. We was like,
Caroline's house.
She's there.
We're both on live. We're FaceTiming. Dude is waking up like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. I'm freaking out because it was such tea. I'm texting my homegirl. I'm talking to you. Like, it was crazy. I could not believe my eyes. It literally felt like watching Baby Boy like in real life, And so I think, that's probably what did it for us, which is crazy because a lot of people I didn't really care for Danny Lei, but I felt bad for her then.
To be honest,
I felt bad.
And I'm being completely honest. I only felt bad because they have a baby together. I feel like if DaBaby was not involved, I would have kind of, and it's probably just me being me or a little me, I would have been like, girl, what did you think was going to happen? What would you think? But because it was her baby and he was trying to kick her, and of course she gonna want to take her baby, it was just a sensitive topic with the baby, with her being just giving birth, postpartum. Things happen. I don't wish that on no enemy that I don't like, and things like that. So like you said, that was tough for us, for society, and that's what they were saying in the video. You move on, the people do not move on. So unless you're gonna speak up about it and convince us that you not really like this, or you at least apologizing for being like that. Well, now, but I'm pretty sure that but I'm pretty sure if he would have came out after, it probably would have came off a little more sincere. It do feel, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know if he just feels like this because he's lost a lot of things, but you know, some people do have to lose a lot of things for them to realize what's going on, you know, so maybe he do realize, damn, I was wrong with that situation, you know. So I mean, it is what it is. People try to get second chances all the time that shouldn't get second chances. So, and he still makes music, and it looked like his Fireman song been going viral and stuff. So I mean, DaBaby still ain't missing no meals. But you know, yeah, I mean, I still would like to see him where. Yeah, but I do feel like, you know, everybody deserves second chances. But so that was it with DaBaby. So we're gonna move right along. So we're gonna get into a debate that really shouldn't be a debate. But this is the last hot topic. So basically we're gonna show y'all a clip. So if y'all don't know Eboni K Williams, she was a housewife at one point, but what is she like? Is she a lawyer? What is she? Did she just really go to school and she's very intelligent? Okay, whatever. She's Eboni K Williams. She was on Housewives. They couldn't take her blackness. They took off. Because Eboni is a scholar, but she get real ghetto with you if you try her. And I love a equalness black person. Like, you can read me, they gonna read you and take you to the hood, but they gonna, you know, they smart. So basically the topic was, well, this is not even a topic. Y'all should watch the interview if y'all haven't watched it, because it's not even about what we talked about. This was one little thing thrown into this. So Ayanla asked her, would she date a bus driver? And this was Eboni's response, and this is what we're gonna get into.
If he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama,
hold on, it's
treated me well.
Yeah, it's Instagram, bro. I can't start it over. Give it a second.
No, I'm saying exit out and go back.
To give us.
Yeah. So what Housewives was she on?
She was on, if I'm not mistaken, Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let me see. Let me make sure.
Alright, here we go.
The bus driver. Would you date?
If he owns the bus. If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver. But we think that it's another human being's responsibility to give us what we need instead of us building together. I can build with a bus driver. I'd have my little stash over on the side in my prenup, but I could build with a bus driver. Would you date a bus driver?
Okay, so that was
like
the video.
Original clip.
Yeah, that's the original clip. And my bad, she's not from Beverly Hills. She was from New York. I know it was some white people, but she was on New York. So she went to the Breakfast Club to talk about it because it was a whole uproar, and her preference, not everyone else, her. So she went to the Breakfast Club.
Talked about it on the show, or just the Breakfast Club?
The show.
On her show.
Oh, about the situation?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, you can play that, and then we can go to DJ Envy, because she got into it with DJ Envy, so we're gonna play that.
Sorry, y'all. I gotta bear with me, man.
They even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position, and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm gonna say one more time. So out of the 50,000 plus comments sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us. Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either.
Alright, so that was her like on the Grigo, I guess, or whatever, her news report. Just once again speaking about what her original comment, as well as reactions to people in the comments who were mad about her saying she wouldn't date a bus driver. Next, I guess we'll go ahead and play the clip from her going back and forth with DJ Envy, everyone's favorite DJ, on The Breakfast Club, and him being very upset about her comment about saying she wouldn't date a bus driver and calling them mediocre, because apparently that's a problem. Anyway, here it is.
I think what you're saying right now is irresponsible. I think what you're saying is irresponsible. Envy, I think what you are framing right now in this moment is highly irresponsible. Because if you listen, I'm going to tell you. Because if you were to listen to all of the full Yana interview, the full sidebar, the full episode of Holding Court, nowhere in any of that commentary did I say a cross or negative word about the working class of black America, of America broadly, or black men. I'm going to get to the why was my fiance. Envy, let me finish this statement.
You know what
I'm
people
going
feel.
to get to.
Just because
but
you
I
didn't
don't
mean to
deal
hurt
in
somebody,
feelings.
just
First
because
of all,
you didn't
I
mean to
don't
affect
deal.
somebody doesn't mean you didn't hurt a community. The average person, or what keeps these lights on here in the Breakfast Club. Right. They keep me booking
Envy,
shows.
nobody is saying. Okay, first of all, this is not about you.
I'm just asking. I'm just telling you how I feel. So when you shit on that,
that's a video.
Envy, you're dead ass wrong for framing it as me shitting on them.
You don't think I'm shitting on them?
I know it. First of all,
What did you say?
Never mind, my bad. Ignore me.
See, I think what you are framing right now in this moment is
those people that you talked about are the people that buy your books, that listen to this show, and that hurt.
Ebony, what about words like average, mediocre, mediocrity,
typical, and the bigotry of low expectations. I think those are the words that hurt the working class.
You can sit here and say, no, I didn't hurt nobody. You hurt people out there that buy your books and follow you and support you.
You asked me to be quiet. Y'all, please. Y'all asked me to be quiet. I listened to your full statement. I understand you have a feeling about it.
22 minutes, and I just spoke for 60 seconds.
She is here to talk to
I know, but I just spoke for 60 seconds.
We got ours off already.
I did. I'm just returning what you say. But don't act like I didn't let her speak. She spoke for 22 minutes.
Go ahead. Let us talk.
And hurt a community.
I
can say anything about somebody.
That was it. Okay, try. Envy is getting on my damn nerves. So yeah, that was the clip. Mind you, she also brought up the fact when Charlemagne did bring up those words, average, mediocre. She took it to the dictionary and said these are facts. This is the factual definition for these words. How you use this word is how you use it. However, if I'm describing a situation and that word fits it, I can use that. Like she said, she understands that it probably hurt people's feelings, because that's when the feelings get involved. When DJ Envy, you hurt people and you're shitting on them, and I like how she checked him, because that's not, now what you ain't gonna do is say I was shitting on them, because that definitely wasn't my intention. And I just feel like
that's not what she did. Not even intention.
It's not. But I'm saying, for him to even, like she said, for him to even say that is irresponsible, because why would you sit there and say that girl was shitting on, well, that lady was shitting on them, and that's not what the case was. Mind you, this all started from her not wanting to date a bus driver. It had nothing to do with nothing else that anybody else had going on. If you want to build with the bus driver, go ahead. If you want to, because I also agree you should deal with a man on how he treat his mom and different things that he do. I'm all for that. However, if I don't see myself with you, I don't have to build with you. It was a whole bunch of nothing for nothing. And yeah, y'all need to watch the interview, because she checked Envy tried to be in his feelings, was sitting up there like this all day, like, boy, get out your fucking feelings. Okay, what you got to say?
This whole thing is stupid as hell. Y'all niggas love to get y'all feelings hurt about the dumbest shit, and I'ma really need you to grow the fuck up. No, for real. Y'all mamas did y'all a disservice letting y'all think that y'all were the greatest things walking. You're not. I'm sorry.
And I treat my son like
it
that
is
too,
mediocre to be a bus driver.
I also do things that I'm a different type of breed, okay? I'm a different type of breed.
Your son gets A's.
Yes.
Stop playing with me.
Period, friend.
Like,
speak up.
Y'all are I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being a bus driver. Ain't nothing wrong with working a regular job. Yes, but if she don't want to be with somebody who don't do that, then find you a bitch that do. Why are y'all sitting here on the internet damn near shitting, throwing up, sliding down the wall because one person said that that's not what she on?
And then trying to be a pick-me. That's what it's giving.
They are. Niggas are the number one pygmies. And the women in the comments defending them are the pygmies. Y'all got problems. Go to therapy.
But then when men say they don't want to be with a big girl, they don't want to be with a skinny girl, they want a girl with a
dark skinned girl.
They don't want a dark skinned girl, they want a red girl. Oh, we gotta take that and eat that up. So if we
we're the
speak
problem.
on it, we hating on the type of women that they have.
Their preferences. It's just their preferences. Like, stop. Y'all are so aggy. I can't. If you don't like the fact that someone called you average and mediocre, then stop being average and mediocre. If that hits you close to home, that means you know you should be doing more.
Because if somebody calls me average, my response, bitch, I ain't average.
I'm
do something.
I'm out here killing. I would have been like, I'm out here killing it. What you talking about?
Right.
And that would have been the end of it. But you know you could be doing better, and that hit you close to home, and that's why you're upset. So get up and do a little more. That's really all it is. Y'all don't like that tough love. Judge Mathis, you go on Judge Mathis, he gonna call you a crackhead. That's just tough love. You gotta deal with that.
Right.
Stop it. Can't stand y'all. Ain't nothing wrong. Why was Envy getting so damn offended?
Yes, that hurts me. I don't see how you do it, girl.
You acting like he must not wanted to be a bus driver when he was a kid, and that hurt his inner child. Cause why are you so upset, sir? Like, she ain't say nothing to do nothing to nobody, and y'all just really in y'all feelings about nothing. There is nothing. She said there ain't nothing wrong with it. That's not what she on.
I can see it.
And that's fine.
I would never. I can see, like, how can I say it? It's not like she said people who drive buses are below me. No, I can't do that. No, I'm not doing that. She only said if he owned the bus. She didn't say bus drivers are dirty. Bus drivers don't make no money. Bus drivers are trashy. She said if he owned the bus. I don't understand what's wrong with that.
Because they know they ain't gonna own no damn bus. And they hurt their feelings. Y'all love to get in y'all feelings about some dumb shit. But anyway, we gonna go ahead and wrap up hot topics here and move on to our next subject. We got a couple docket questions. So we'll go ahead and do that. So our first one is, would you not date a guy because your parents or friends didn't like him?
So, you want to start for me?
You can go.
Okay. I've done this before. I only feel like I would not date the person if it was like if it was just an issue that say if it was a situation that happened and it was like a really deep situation, like something that I can't get past, then maybe I would not date the person. But yeah, if it's just y'all don't like something that we was arguing about one day and I'm over it and y'all not, the wedding is at 6 o'clock, sis. Be there. So, I mean, yeah, that's just how I feel with it. But as I've always said, the more, I feel like the more, and I ain't gonna say for friends, but the more my mama didn't like somebody I was messing with, you don't know him, and da-da-da-da-da, I'm still gonna talk to him. And am I talking to them now? No, because they weren't the one like my mama said. But yeah, that's just how my take on it. If it's something, yeah, like I said, if it's something that just was a little argument and I told y'all and y'all ain't moving past it, that's my man, sis. You know, I'm gonna come to you and tell you what's going on, but yeah, it has to be a legitimate reason. Like, yeah, I can't fuck with you because you didn't did this to my friend. Because bros over hoes, you know. But what about you, friend?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I definitely have dated people my friends have not liked in the past, and I probably will again in the future. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I probably wouldn't, if it was something stupid, something minor, or they just didn't like their vibe or something like that, I probably wouldn't care. If it was something legit, I might care, but let's be real, I'm a little hard-headed, probably not. Would I marry them? Depends on what it is.
Yeah, because I want us to be a happy family. Everybody at my wedding better love my husband. So yeah, it just wouldn't fit. It wouldn't sit right with me.
We're gonna have to have a sit down, a little kumbaya family dinner a couple times. If it get to the root of this, bring in Ayana, we're gonna get it together.
It's gonna be a
go to some couples counseling.
You gonna get this way.
That, but yeah, I feel like I probably would. So our next one is, could you date a pushover? Go ahead, friend.
A pushover to us. The only way I would not be able to date a pushover is if you don't have no authority. If I'm just like, child, I can do this. He ain't gonna say it. He ain't gonna say nothing. I also don't like. Okay, let me rephrase that, because I don't like. I'm not really into the asking for permission from my boyfriend. I'm not into that, so I'm gonna rephrase that. But if I just don't feel like you, like, say if I just try you, I know I'm trying you, and you don't do nothing. You don't, not even do nothing. You don't say nothing. You don't speak on it. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. I don't like stuff like that. Now, if it's just a pushover, what you're saying yes to everything I want to do, that I love that. I'm all here for that. But a pushover to where you don't got no backbone, like you can't speak up about nothing, no. So if that's the pushover we speaking about, no, I cannot do that. I can't do the whining all the time. You cannot be the princess, boo. No, I'm the princess. So yeah, pushover getting me what I want, yes. No authority and no say so, no backbone, no.
Yeah, I agree. I'm very spoiled, and I very much make it known, so I'm gonna lose my damn mind if I don't get what I want. Let's be real. And then I'm gonna find somebody who will. Then that's gonna be a problem. So you should have just agreed with me the first time. Like, be for real.
Right.
Yeah, so just give me what I want. Not a pushover to other people, especially on other bitches, because that's gonna get on my fucking nerves, and I'm gonna call you out in front of them, and that's gonna be a problem. Yeah. So like you said, not so much like a pushover for me, and probably just like a little bit. I don't know. I like a laid back nigga.
I do too. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but don't let me just try you now. That's why I said that specifically. I'm okay with listen, Alicia, I'm okay with winning the argument. I'm just more so saying, like, if it's something I know, like, if I'm telling you, Alicia, I did try him, though. I did. If it's something like that, I'm even okay with, like I said, communicating. If you don't have no backbone, if you're not even at least gonna speak on it, because you can be passive and still be sweet and tell me about myself, or tell me like I don't like that, you know. So I'm not saying like you gotta be so hard and rough on me because you think I'm be with a nigga that beat me up now. But yeah, as long as it's like, you know, because I'm okay with winning the argument because I'm getting last word anyway. So
I mean, for me, I think it's a little bit different because I allegedly be trying people. I don't think I'd be trying somebody to one of y'all say I do too much, and I'm like, I don't think I did all that. You'll be like, yeah, you did. Yeah. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, my fault. I don't be doing too much though. Y'all just don't be doing nothing. So yeah,
Alicia, that's
as long as you're not like, they're not like sensitive.
Right. I can't stand a sensitive ass nigga. And we shouldn't be like that because guys are supposed to have feelings.
I don't think sensitive is the right word.
Yeah, we gotta
sensitive
change
to
it.
Yeah,
a crybaby, a whiner.
Like what's his name? What am I gonna call him? You know who I'm talking about, but I don't know what to call him.
If you're a Cancer, I don't want you.
Period. The Cancer. That's what I'm talking about.
Because I know who you're talking about.
Like him. Nah, I can't. Everything I used to say would make him upset, and I was like, I can't deal with you.
Yeah.
But then he'll be mad and still want to be up under me. Why are you being up under me mad? Get away from me if you don't act like that.
Stand on what you said.
You got problems. I'm already over it. I wasn't mad to begin with.
Right.
I meant it every word I said. So like, and I'm not going to apologize because I said that with my whole chest.
I know you probably said something close though, but that's it.
I'm sure I did. And he probably deserved it. Be for real. Like, anyway, we're not gonna get into that. But yeah. I like me a pushover. I like to wake you up at 4 a.m. to go get my charger. And I like to make you throw stuff away. And I'm not gonna say anything. I literally like had him walking back and forth. And I literally held my straw wrapper out like this. I'm silent, just holding it out. He looked up, confused. Yeah. Came, grabbed it, and put it in the trash. I didn't have to say nothing. He already knew. That's what I like. Princess. Always. Period. But I guess that's it for the docket questions for today. Let's go ahead and get into our next subject. So we're gonna go ahead and do a couple of those Am I the Asshole stories. So we'll start with this one. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm breathing into this mic. I know.
And I'm sitting here changing mics, y'all. We comfortable with y'all, so yeah.
I apologize. I'll work on it. Anyway, am I the asshole for asking my boyfriend to pay me back after he ate my food? Me, 24 female, my boyfriend, 25 male, have been dating for a year and we moved in together a month ago. We both split expenses, that is rent, some groceries, and bills. We each buy our own self-care products, shampoo, body lotion, body wash, stuff like that, and groceries. If we buy anything that's meant to be used / consumed by the two of us, then we also split the cost. He works till late every day. I work a normal 9-to-5 job. Because of this, I eat dinner alone every weekday. The other day I ordered a pizza. The place I like doesn't have individual pizzas, only the regular sized ones. I ordered a pizza and ate most of it. There was 3 slices left. I put them in I guess like a Tupperware is what you and saved it to eat later. The day after, around mid-morning, I went over to the fridge to grab something else and noticed that my food was gone. I waited until my boyfriend woke up and asked him if he ate it. He said he did, so I asked him to pay me back for the half of pizza I bought and paid for it all myself. He laughed because he thought I was joking, but I told him I was serious. I bought that for myself and paid for it, and he had no right to eat it. He got angry at me and called me selfish for not sharing with him. I told him that's not what we had agreed upon when we moved in together. Now he's upset with me. Am I the asshole?
What did they agree on?
Basically they would split the cost of main groceries, and if they would buy their own individual stuff if they wanted it.
Got you. Okay. No, you're not the asshole, and only because it's including food, and I'm a foodie and don't touch my food. You gonna pay me back for them little 3 slices? Or you gonna excuse me? Or you gonna go get me another bottle? Either or. You pick what you would like to do. Regardless, I will have my money or my pizza. I really don't feel like she's the asshole, only because if I was waiting on that pizza and you ate my shit, you gonna go get it. I may not have said pay me back for it. I ain't gonna lie. I may not have said pay me back for it, but you would have been going to get me something. That's how I feel about it. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely would have said something, especially if I was planning on it. But I don't think I would have been pressing. Oh, you can.
Yeah, that's why I changed it. I think you definitely would have been going to get me some food though.
I feel like it's doing a little bit much, especially because that's your nigga. I'm sure he'd be
But she also said they never eat together because he's always out.
Yeah, but I just mean she said during the week. Their work schedules. Okay. So weekends, if they're date night though, or stuff like that, I would assume he's the one picking up the tab. So I wouldn't have been tripping about it for real. I would have talked my shit, and I probably would have ate something of his just to be petty. But
if it was the whole box, pay me back.
Yeah, she said it was only
I would have just told like I said, he would have been going to get me something to replace that. Something. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have asked him to pay for 3 slices. Unless it was.
So do you think she's the asshole or not?
Yeah, she's the asshole.
I think she is too. Yeah. So our next one. Am I the asshole for not wanting to babysit for my parents anymore? I, 16 female, have 3 siblings, twin brothers, and 1 sister, all under 10. And I often get asked to watch them while my parents go to the store or have something to do. But recently, it's become a problem. My parents have started taking hours at a time to come back, and it often happens when I have plans to do something with my friends, but coincidentally, I needed to watch the kids. Another reason it's becoming frustrating is because even when in the house, my parents shift all the responsibility onto me and often sound angry or annoyed should one of us ask them something or want to talk to them as usual, as they usually sit on the opposite floor of the house than us. Last night week, I don't know, one of them. However, I ended up confronting them about this, as it was my friend's birthday and we were going to head out for food in a group, about 4 of us. Just when I was getting ready, my mom said that her and my dad planned to go out for drinks and needed someone to watch the kids again. I explained I had these plans for weeks and it was a special occasion, and that I was fed up with playing babysitter for them. I ended up getting called selfish, saying that it was one time and they never get to do anything like this. I ended up going out to my meal anyway, but now I can't help but think if I'm the asshole. Edit, because I realized while reading some of the comments, I've forgotten to mention, I don't plan to stop babysitting for them fully. They're my siblings and I love them. I just don't want to do it for hours with little to no warning, even if it's just the day before so I can adjust my plans if need be.
Yeah.
So is she the asshole?
No. I'm real. Okay, I'm gonna just say this. No, you're not the asshole. Parents should stop doing that because it's gonna push them to a point where they're not gonna want to watch them at all. The parents saying we don't get to do this. Who told you to have another baby? Who told you to have a kid? I'm assuming the kids are too young to not be able to take care of themselves. So who told you to have them?
She said they're all under 10.
Yeah, no. Like she said, that's not her responsibility. Those are her siblings, not her kids. And I'm not okay. So I'm in I won't say a similar situation. I will leave, and my brothers will be here. My brother is 18. He can watch my 7-year-old son. However, and I can really say this, I have never told him, like, say if he just for some reason don't feel like watching him or whatever the case may be. I've never, oh no, you gonna watch him. Regardless if we stay in the same house, he's my child. So my brother doesn't mind. He don't care because he be home. They literally do the same thing, be on the game, on the laptop and stuff. But I'm not making nobody watch my child. It's even siblings. Like, it's just, why you putting that pressure on that 16-year-old child when they supposed to be doing what they want to do? Like she said, she got plans. She want to go out with her friends. She ain't got no babies. So maybe y'all need to be sitting home watching the 10-year-old, the ones under 10, and let the 16-year-old go and enjoy her life. Because y'all better be doing some drinking at the house. Y'all better start doing some shindies or what a grandparent. I don't know what's going on, but no, you're not the asshole.
Right. No, I agree. And that's speaking as someone who is the oldest sibling, and very much was the built-in babysitter. My mom literally leave. I would have no idea she wasn't home. Like, I would just hear somebody knocking on my door and they're asking me to do something. I'm like, I don't know, ask Mom. She's not home. Where the hell is this lady at? She literally be gone for hours. I'd have no idea. And it was just like, it got to a point where I used to genuinely say this. You didn't know me at the time, but I used to always say I didn't want kids. And it was because I genuinely was taking care of them kids at one point. Like, it was just, I was over it. I felt like I had my whole
and it put
life.
Pressure. It put too much pressure on, a teenager that it shouldn't even be on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, those were not my kids. They used to, like, it got to a point where they used to come get in my bed when they would wake up in the middle of the night. And I wouldn't feel like getting up and walking down the hall with them to my mom's room, like to my parents' room. So I would just let them it was just easier than me having to physically get up because they would be scared to walk like down the hall.
Mind you, they walk to your room in the dark.
Our rooms were across the hall. Like, our rooms were like this. My parents' room was like on the other side of the house.
I'm thinking so about down the hall. Get out he'll like walk down the hallway or go in the room. I'm like, going there, he's scared. I'm like, you just walked in here. How are you scared? You just walked in here.
No, it was legit just like right there. So it was very much annoying, and I personally would never do that. Like, even if that's like a thing. People are like, oh, you have a built-in babysitter, haha. And I'm like, no, y'all don't. Y'all got a kid and another kid and another kid. Like, what you mean?
Like I said, it's okay.
Especially if you're not paying them.
But dang, don't make me the built-in babysitter. Cause that ain't it. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do treat my mom like she's the built-in babysitter. But when she don't want to watch him, I gotta stay home, or I gotta watch him, or I gotta take him with me. That's my child. So,
right. It's a little bit. It's different when it's like a grandparent than
even though it ain't the grandparents.
It's not their parents'
but
responsibility. Yeah,
it's not that. It's not the same.
They're grown. We still got a little bit of time, so we can do one more. This one's short. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she'll never find love? This title makes me sound terrible, but I'm sure I'm sure, but let me explain. My sister is short-tempered, to say the least. Oftentimes, she says extremely out-of-pocket stuff to me, whether it's about my weight, face, personality, relationships, my clothes, my hair, basically anything you can think of, she's attacked me for it, even when it makes no sense whatsoever. Every time she does this, I try not to do it back. I usually just tell her to grow up or ignore it. However, I had a particularly bad day, a very terrible one at that. She starts in on her normal insults, which is whatever, but then she brings up how I can't even go to school in person because I'm pathetic. And then she says, in quotes, I struggle with agoraphobia. That struck a nerve, so I reminded her that every one of her romantic experiences has failed and ended with her either throwing a temper tantrum at who she was with or them leaving her, and that she'd never find anyone unless she became less insufferable. Me saying that to her is something she says to me weekly, not just about the insults to my appearance. Then she started crying and ran away, and I feel terrible. She's been poking at me for months, but I finally reacted, and she gets to cry. This is editing Alicia. There was an issue with the audio again. I am so sorry, y'all. We gonna get it together. Love you. Stay messy.